gentlemen, welcome back to our fight companion. My name is Eddie Law, doing the damn thing here for UFC Mexico, part of the KSI Press team. KSIPress.com, of course, for all of your fight news, interviews, all kinds of stuff that we do. Honestly, hell of a show so far. It's been pretty good. So let's go ahead and pull up. Apparently, I can do one screen at a time. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. What's happening here so far tonight. Markel Medeiros with a split decision victory over Austin Hubbard. Some people thought it was Austin should have gotten the nod. The crowd included, apparently. What are you gonna do? If you're on the first fight on the card and you're a veteran like Austin Hubbard, you need to make a statement. You can't just go for just I don't know, fucking grapple to a decision, right? Not that Medeiros had a lot to beat him, but it is what it is. Then Jamal Amers was a nasty finish over Gabriel Miranda. It just racked him, just threw him. It was fucking wild. It was fun as hell. And a lot of people that kind of shit on Jamal Amers for whatever reason, they did cat can fight. He can put on some good performances. So start giving him the right dance partners there, Dana, please. Rafael Garcia with the unanimous decision victory over Vince Pichel. Vince took a long time to get started, and by the time he did get started, it was too late. He looked good for after he got started, but until before that, it was kind of that was kind of game on that. So it is what it is. A big win there for Garcia, 155 pounds. Then Lupe Godinez with a hell of a fight. Her and Julia put it on for the fans. Hell of a fight, honestly. Lupe Godinez with a decision victory. Now, I watch the fights on mute because I live tweet, and then I do fight for the prelims, and I do fight companion for the main cards for the most part. And I don't like to, kind of repeat what I'm hearing, right? So I watch everything on mute. But it turns out somebody was talking, like Lupe was told a corner or something between the second and third round. She had to take a dump. And well, unfortunately for her, DC got a hold of that information, and he talked about it for like a solid who knows how long. So weird, but hell, big time win there for Lupe Godinez. Then Marquesia Costa with the decision victory over Christian Rodriguez. I thought Christian did enough, but at the same time, I don't score these as I'm going, so it's is what it is. Then Ateba Gautier with the knockout victory, just last fight here over Jose Daniel Medina, who was kind of confused about the fight somehow. I'm not really sure how that went down, but either way, honestly, hell of a knockout there for Ateba. It was dope as shit. Let's get you guys up ready for the next fight. DC's dancing on screen. Who doesn't dance to Mexican music? All right, it's just at that point, it's just it's way too contagious. All right, first fight up here on the main card, Renato Rodriguez against Kevin Borjas. So we got, I think, Peru against Mexico. Yeah, Peru against Mexico. Looks like slight favorite is Renato Rodriguez. I don't ask me about betting. I wouldn't tell you where to put your money because fuck that. I'm terrible at betting anyway. Like, I'm not a good gambler whatsoever. So there you go. They're breaking down Brandon Moreno and Steve Erceg here. Honestly, it's a good matchup. It was weird when you first heard about it because it was like a fight no one really asked for. But hey, they're fighting anyway. And I'm curious to see what Brandon Moreno does in terms of defense against Steve Erceg, who does hit like a truck. So that's going to be something to keep an eye on, of course. Let's see. So, yeah. Anyway, just doing some catching up here on some news. Joe Pyfer put out the what do you call it? Sorry, he's gonna miss my friend. Joe Pyfer did put out I hate to call them statements because they're on Instagram stories and shit, but kind of a statement. And he said, quote, "Just want to say my heart is broken. I couldn't fight today. I got super sick. I hope we can reschedule this fight for a few weeks from now. Unfortunately, it comes with the territory of traveling outside the States. Never again. My apologies, guys. We'll be back." So I'm not sure if that means he's never going to fight outside of the U.S. again, which, hey, good for you. You shouldn't if you don't want to. Good luck being champion like that, especially at middleweight where, half the middleweight championship fights end up in freaking Australia and Canada. Look back, including the next one. But either way, Joe Pyfer not fighting. And again, it's like we're really doing this whole don't go to Mexico because you get sick. Everybody else is fine. Kelvin doesn't live in Mexico. Kelvin lives up here. So in Phoenix. So it's like, come on, dog. Or Scottsdale, I guess. But still prepping the first fight between Rodriguez and Borjas here. There we go. Now they're showing the graphics and all that. Let's go ahead and break them down a little bit here before the fight gets kicking off. So pulling up Rodriguez's last few fights here. Lazy Boy, who might have what they call the Nina Marino drama curse. Everyone was talking about the Nina drama curse with that Pereira with Poatan. So who knows? But apparently people are saying they got on this one too. Coming in on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fight win streak technically, but 2 in a run in the UFC, including his main event, or sorry, his debut, rear naked choke against Dennis Bondar, and then having to come back from getting whooped on pretty good by Odie Osborne at UFC 306, which is no UFC here or in Vegas at the Sphere. He had to come back from that fight, ended up winning it by decision, but it was still close. Now he gets a very game Kevin Borjas, who, and by the way, Ronaldo Rodriguez missing weight here by a pound. Still couldn't get clarification on whether the doctor stopped him, but it seems like the doctor more than likely stopped. But he looked kind of crappy on the scale, like he was a little wobbly and all that. So wouldn't be surprised at all if it was the doctor saying, "Nah, no more for you." Kevin Borjas, meanwhile, needs a win, coming off 2 in a row. 2 losses in a row. Joshua Van, 295. Alessandro Costa finished him at 301. Was supposed to fight Edgar Chairez last September, but he at 306, but he pulled. Did Chairez in that fight? No, I don't remember that. I'm pretty sure he did. Let me find out. Let's see. He did fight. He lost to Joshua Van. That's rough, man. Taking a fight last second on Rush. Joshua Van is that short notice killer. That dude does not care. He'll fight anybody. Let's see. And real quick, if you guys are wondering, Risen 50 taking part, I think technically 12 Eastern, making it 11, 10, 9 p.m. Pacific time. Free on Risen.tv. Let me see if I can pull it up for you guys here so you guys can see. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be free. So definitely worth checking out. Go ahead and tweet that out here. I had to put that out on Twitter and everything so people see it. But yeah, if you guys never caught a Ryzen or Risen, whatever they call it, event, it's definitely worth watching. Let's see. I think it's Risen 50. So let me go ahead. Either way, I'll be up a little bit. I'll probably catch it first. I just can't stay up that late, man. I'm tired at that point. Yeah, 9 p.m. Tonight, Pacific Standard. So main event, Naoki Inoue against Yuki Motoya. Bantamweight fighters on that one, and I'm pretty sure it's a rematch. And also Yuki's a bad motherfucker, so I guess we'll see what happens there. Chihiro Suzuki taking on Karshiga Dotbeck. Then Luis Gustavo and Shunta Nomura. Let's see what other fights are on here that are pretty. King and Okapolo from Japan. I think Ryo Sakai. Honestly, it's a solid card. It's a solid card up and down. There's a lot of names most people won't know. Like Koki Okada is on there, another bantamweight. It's mostly lighter weights. You're not going to get too many heavyweights on these cards. Why is Rokuchi and Maeda a catchweight? That's a weird one. Yeah, either way. But anyway, it's free. Go ahead and check it out tonight, especially if you're going to be up. If you're going to be up late night, definitely worth watching, especially because it's fucking free. So there you go. All right, still waiting for the walkouts here. But see, now they're showing the commercial break. I really want to see if they do bail on ESPN. I really doubt it. I think ESPN will bail on UFC first, honestly. I think that's what it's going to come down to. And I don't want to make this a podcast right now. I mean, we can talk about anything. Of course, you guys want to shoot the shit with me and everything. Just put a comment, jump in the comment section and say what's up. Ronaldo feeling himself at the check-in spot. But yeah, a few updates here. A couple interviews here on our Cage Side Press YouTube. Cody Vidal. I interviewed Brandon Conley before they fought this last weekend at BKFC Philly. And, Brendan was, overall respectful and everything, but he did say one thing about Cody Vidal's last opponent, which Cody took issue with, because Britt Conley said that Cody's last. Oh shit! Julio Cesar Chavez walked out. Yo, Ronaldo Rodriguez walked out with Julio Cesar Chavez. That is awesome. That is so sick. That might be the coolest shit right there. That right there might be the coolest thing. Holy crap. Anyway, all right. Both men are in the octagon as we speak. We'll finish with what I was saying here later on after the fight. But especially with the ESPN thing. But no problems here today so far on ESPN Plus. You can also watch it on ESPN itself as well. So, yeah, there you go. Go ahead and he's ready to go. His dude's on it. Anyway. All right, 25-year-old Ronaldo Rodriguez against 27-year-old Kevin Borjas. 1 inch reach advantage, or sorry, height advantage for Rodriguez. I think 2.5. 2.5 inch reach advantage for Kevin Borjas. And Bruce Buff in the octagon. Bruce Buffer had a screw up earlier, but with a winner. The Jamar fight, he called the other guy for as a winner, and Emmers even didn't notice or didn't care. He's like, I don't give a shit. I just went through a war, bro. I don't care. A little prayer there from Ronaldo Rodriguez real quick. Nine and 3, Kevin Borjas out of Lima, Peru, plus 135 underdog, 5 foot 525 pounds on the scale. And he gets to the middle of the octagon and tells Rodriguez, stand right here, come bring it. That's what he did right now. So let's see how that goes for old Kevin Borjas. I have to ask you gonna say, if you're gonna do that shit, dude, when you come out, you point in the ground and come on, let's fucking go. You better not be shooting, crotch sniffing, clinching on the fence, none of that garbage. Rodriguez out of Mexico. 17-2, 5'6", 127 pounds. Did miss weight by a pound. Again, no word yet, or no word as to whether he decided to stop cutting, which I highly doubt, or if Shorty Torres in his corner. Hey, whether he called it or whether the doctor called it, but I venture to say the doctor called it. That happens a lot to most fighters' chagrin. There we go, round 1. Oh, get nice and comfy here. Oh, Kevin looks ready. Ronaldo right to the middle. Hands up, we're throwing. Right to the middle, the pressure from Ronaldo. Kevin working on the outside, a little lateral here. Not really taking a back step here, but he's definitely responding to the pressure from Ronaldo. Lazy boy in close. Nothing thrown just yet. Ronaldo's leg kick misses. Straight jab from Kevin gets close. Kevin with his own kick, and that got checked. Ronaldo checking leg kicks off the rips pretty good. Spinning heel kick. Jesus. Spinning wheel kick from fucking Ronaldo. Misses everything, but that was nice. He's trying to catch Kevin going to his because Kevin's moving lateral, right? Trying to stay within the power side. Ooh, switch kick there for Ronaldo. Gets blocked. These boys are going to move. This is 125ers. Flyweights fly. Especially once they get going. A lot of scrambles. Ronaldo's switching stances. Looking to set up a high kick here. He's setting Kevin the other way, so we might look for a switch kick up here that might go right to the head instead of the body. Another head kick there from Ronaldo. Misses everything. But again, he's setting up that right kick. The right leg up top. Big right hand from Kevin. And I think Ronaldo must have slipped. Ronaldo pops right back up and says, bring him, motherfucker. Ooh, Ronaldo fakes the jump knee. Leg kick there for Ronaldo. Kevin going with hands up top. Oh, nice flurry there for both men. Big left hook at the end of that by Ronaldo. Ronaldo's left hand, the second one misses everything. Kevin backing up here, pulling up his shorts like he's Dustin Poirier. Not as often, but, you know, that's what he's doing. Ronaldo with a lot of pressure here on Kevin. That kick, it was bent to the body. It might have hit the elbow from Ronaldo, and that shit hurts. Still tons of pressure for Ronaldo. He's not letting this dude breathe. Kevin's fine here. Moving lateral, avoiding the power. Now he's going towards the power side. And Ronaldo didn't throw anything on that one. Ronaldo switches stances. Big right hand there for Kevin. Misses everything. So another wheel kick there for Mr. Ronaldo, and he nothing on that one. These are all setups for later in the fight. Whether it's this round or, you know, third round or whatever. .225 left in the round. A lot of bouncing here from Kevin. Kick from Ronaldo gets caught, but Kevin does nothing with it. So this feels like a feel-out process still. Like neither guy's really in a rhythm. Like Ronaldo's looking closer than Kevin is, but still. Kevin's 1-2 is snappy and it's quick. Ronaldo with a big leg kick, avoids the counters on the return fire. Another 1-2. Oh, no, he's working the jab now, it's Kevin. Kevin's bouncing like he's in. Oh, big right hand from Kevin. Sends Ronaldo down for a second. He's just throwing heat. Ronaldo is circling out, avoiding damage. He doesn't seem hurt, but who fucking knows? Big knee to the body from Kevin. Now he's going off, trying to land on Ronaldo, coming up on a minute left in the round. Big left hook there for Ronaldo in the return fire. Again, the jab trade, nothing there for either man. Coming up on a minute. 1 minute. Circling out, nothing there. Kevin trips a little bit, but he's good. Big knee for Kevin as Ronaldo came in for a takedown. Ronaldo sticks with it, though, looking for the single leg. Switching to a double leg, can't get his hands together behind the butt, which you definitely need for that. Might end up switching here to a single. He does. Try to suck that leg up as high as he can as we're coming up under 30 seconds. We are under 30 seconds. He's got to turn him here. He's got to go left, but Kevin's doing really good job. Now Ronaldo's trying to force the double on 15 seconds up in the round. Lifts, dumps, takes him down. Ronaldo scores a takedown. End of the first round. 7-6, 5, eats at elbows. 4, 3, 2, 1. First round's over. All right. Kevin probably took that one, but I'm not sure. I don't score these fights, man. I rarely score fights. I'm not gonna lie to you, mostly because I suck at it. I don't know. Like I wouldn't, you know what I mean? Let's see if I can go live on Instagram here. Guess not. Not sure why. Instagram's been shit lately. And Facebook, just trash. I'm not afraid to say it. I mean, some of y'all might be fans of old Suck or Berg. I think I've always thought he was trash. Oh, what's going on here? Anyway, let's see. I was showing the replay of the knockdown. This big right hand. That definitely hurt Ronaldo right there. He was a really good job. And when you're a lighter weight and everything, it's not like you're fighting guys with a lot of power, right? And so it's yeah. All right, round 2. 4, 50 left in the round. There's a big hook there for Ronaldo. Kevin's got to be confident here. He didn't get hurt. He didn't really he didn't take any damage. Another switch kick attempt there for Ronaldo, and he missed everything. Maybe stop being so damn fancy and just try to stick to the fundamentals here for a round. Make Kevin believe that you got something in the bag here, not just flashy shit. That's just me. Leg kick there for Ronaldo. People really overlook. Odie Osborne tweets out, "I'm getting deja vu." That's what happened the first round. Yeah, first round, Odie jacked Ronaldo up pretty good, and then Ronaldo came back and won the fight. So, but we say Kevin looks really good today in this fight. Nice left hook there for Ronaldo. Now Ronaldo's landing a bit. Big left hands for him. He's finally landing a bit. Looks like he got his rhythm down. Again, the reach really helps Kevin, but Ronaldo's not one to avoid damage. In fact, he'll take one to land one. Nice left hand avoids the return fire there from Kevin. Ooh, nice little pop jab, little piston jab there for Kevin. Two of them. Ronaldo looking for his own here. Coming up on 3:30 left in the round. On my mark. Ronaldo dives in. It was like he was looking like to lift the right leg up with his right hand, or the left leg with his right hand, and then throw overhand left, and nothing. Looks for a flying knee here. Might have landed a little bit to the chest. Kevin, and he avoids the return fire from Kevin. Ronaldo's trying to land a home run right hand. He's doing that step in with the left hand to block the big right hand for Kevin again. And Ronaldo just looks at him, let's fucking go. Ronaldo's trying to do that thing where he got big left hand for Ronaldo, and that woke Kevin up a little bit. A lot of feints from Kevin. Not even takedown pictures, this shit. Ronaldo looking for left hands. Kevin circling away from the power. Leg kick there for Ronaldo. Wheel kick hits the shoulder. Telling you, Ronaldo's setting things up. He's trying to get wild. The flying knee attempt was no dice on that one. Kevin got out of the way. Kevin might be slowing down. Oh, never mind. Big right hand for Kevin right there. Ronaldo does a really good job of rolling with it, kind of like the Diaz brothers do. When they get hit, they roll with it. It takes a bit of sting up. Another right hand from Kevin Jesus. But it kind of takes the sting off a bit off the punch. You fight it, it's it's a lot. Ooh, up kick right up the middle for Ronaldo. On some Vitor Belfort style shit. Body kick there for Ronaldo. Lazy boy staying with it. Kevin circling out. Let's see a single leg here now from Ronaldo. It's there. But he's got to keep it moving. Oh, big wide shots there for Kevin. Hit nothing, not on target, but it lands to the body. Big down, that right and the left landed for freaking Kevin right there. The round was trending towards Ronaldo. Now, Kevin might be taking it back a little bit. Lazy boy got to do something here. Stamp this round out with 1:10 left in the round. Excuse me for that, folks. It's been a long ass day. Switch kick for Ronaldo is blocked. Kevin's defense is pretty solid here as far as his guard goes. Big right hand for Kevin, and then the jab behind it. Ronaldo tries to get back the right hand. Nope. And Kevin knows it. Kevin knows that Ronaldo's not landing. Uppercut there for Ronaldo. He slips, drops to one knee, eats a right hand, back to the hands. It's not going well for Ronaldo here. He might be losing this round too now. It's either 1-1 or 2-0 Kevin. Ronaldo single leg attempt. Puts Kevin on the fence. Can't get to his double. Sticks on the clinch. Right hand up the middle. Under. Which means Ronaldo's gonna try and dive in for a single leg. Let's go with the leg. Knee to the body. Break away. Kevin misses a whole elbow on the break. 3, 2, 1. Round over. One more round. So, Ronaldo might need a finish here. Anyway, so I was reading some stuff over here. God, I wish I could stay up that late for that. All right, round 2. Sorry, round 3. Now Ronaldo's gonna have to. He's got to be on his game now. Now he's got to make something happen here. Kick or leg kick there for Ronaldo. Right hand there for Kevin. Right in the middle of the octagon here. So up kick there for Ronaldo. Nothing. He's setting things up. But those setups, you need to now pull the trigger. It's time to pull the trigger now. If you're Ronaldo, because I think it's 2-0 Kevin. But still, could be 1-1. Oh, big shots traded from both men. Jesus. Straight left there for Kevin. Ronaldo misses the left hook. Right hook there for Ronaldo gets close. Might hit the arm. Right hand for Kevin. The uppercut there for Ronaldo's not there. Kevin just looks really good today. Kevin just landing anything. Big looping shots for Ronaldo. Now he's landing damage on Kevin. Kevin's busted up a little bit. Leg kick there for Ronaldo. This is the thing with guys like Ronaldo is that they try to be so damn flashy that they end up putting in such a situation where they need to come up with something crazy to win. To possibly win, we'll see. Nice right hand from Kevin. And the left. Ronaldo's not doing great with the arm length, the reach. Oh, big right hand from Kevin as Ronaldo came in. And Kevin's the one with his mouth open and bleeding. Jesus. I mean, so is Ronaldo, but that dude's, he's always kind of open mouth breathing. Oh, he's bleeding. Never mind. Another switch kick attempt. And this is not working. Ronaldo must believe that all he has to do is land on one of these clean. Oh, big right hand from Kevin after he avoided the left hook. And then he landed the left hand behind it and avoids the right hand of Ronaldo. Kevin is in his bag tonight. This is his fight to lose. Under 3 minutes now. Another right hand there for Kevin. I might have touched a little bit. The thing about these angles, sometimes you just can't. It's a nice right hand there again from Kevin. Ronaldo's going to have to get dirty here. He's out of time. I do believe he's down. Big, nice right hand in close from Kevin, then a jab behind it. Dude, Kevin lands, and he's able to lean back enough to avoid the return fire. It's really cool. It's really good. Nice right hand again from Kevin after he caught the kick. Good thing I don't bet on these fights because I have no fucking clue what's going on. And that what's going on, but like who's winning this thing. Could have bet the over, though, I'll tell you that much. Maybe just do that. I'll bet over and under. I usually get, like, if the fight's going to go distance or not, pretty good. Leg kick trade. Ronaldo, again, running out of time. Clean straight from Kevin. Avoids the looping shots. God, Kevin threw everything on those wild hooks and hit air. Hit nothing. Ronaldo with the pressure. Body kick, eats a right hand. And then he has a right hand of his own. Coming up on a minute 20 left in the fight. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be interested to see. I'm going to mute myself when they read the decision, of course, and everything, because I don't think anyone's going to finish with a minute left. Coming up on a minute left in the fight. Ronaldo's still coming forward. Oh, clean right hand on the chin from Kevin. And Ronaldo's like, come on, let's go. Again, Ronaldo with this. Stop with the flashy shit. Just throw. If you're gonna, you throw and make contact, dude, because you're running out of time. Because I think Kevin's winning this fight. Ronaldo tries a fancy ass spinning kick. Nothing. Tell them to stand. They're doing the stand. Let's go. And Kevin doesn't do it. Kevin literally backs up. You can't point to the ground and fucking move. Big shots there for ball. Now where they going? Big shots in close. 20 seconds left in the fight. By the way, it'd be stupid for Kevin to stay here. He's winning this fight. Not Jesus. Not everybody here is Max Holloway, who's willing to put everything, almost 5 rounds of work on the line and then finish it in the last second. That leg kick is nice, Ronaldo, but you're out of time. One, fight's over. Up to the judges. I honestly think Kevin won. We'll see. Running 2 laptops here. This one that I'm looking at right now is one. The other one's over here that I do graphics on. As soon as they come back to read the decision, I'm going to mute myself here so I can get it. And any quotes I could pass along to you guys. All right, folks, be right back. Me and myself will be back here in probably a couple minutes. Get this decision for y'all. All right, Kevin Morehouse with a decision victory, unanimous, 30-27, 30-27, 29-28, as I assumed. There's something about watching the fights on mute where you can actually score it and have it work out for you. So, there you go. Anthony Pettis in the crowd, Kelvin Gastelum with his chick, I guess, in the crowd. Alex Pereira with who said Chavez in the crowd. That is so sick. Who said Chavez at the UFC? Everyone there knows who that is. I feel like most people watching probably have no clue. Which, weak shit, but still. What do we got here? All right, folks, we're going to take a real quick break here. Be back here for the next fight. It's going to be going. All right, back at it. Sorry, folks. That took a minute. All right, David Martinez against Simon Oliveira up now. Mr. Bruce Buffer. All right. Is the right fight up this month? Nope. Bantamweight bout. Simon Oliveira out of Brazil. 18-5, 5'4", 435 pounds on the scale. Plus 410 underdog. Massive plus 410 underdog. I highly doubt. I don't know if he'll pull it off. I'll say that much. I don't see this guy beating David Martinez, but who knows? David Martinez 11-1 out of Mexico City, Mexico. Minus 550 favorite. There's a chance this gets there's a chance it's an upset here, so let's find out. All right. Oh, Mark Goddard in the building. Third man. See how this goes. All right, round one. Right to the middle. Oliveira looks just worried. It might be his face though. Martinez, not a ton of pressure here, but he's very intense. Very fucking intense with his movement right here. Lots of movement here from Martinez. Lots of lateral movement. Comes in with the right hand and the left behind it. Hits mostly guard. Ton of fucking tattoos on Oliveira. Jesus. I'm gonna say that because it's like, man, that's a lot of work. That's hours of work. I want to do something crazy too, like on my back and everything, but fuck, sitting there for hours to get it done just sounds like a pain in the ass. Not to mention, like, the dragging and everything. 1-2 for Martinez gets blocked. The high kick gets blocked as well. Oliveira staying defensively sound. Martinez tries a calf kick, and Oliveira sees it coming and literally just moves his foot. Now Oliveira with a lot of pressure on Martinez. Martinez moving a lot laterally, just like wild. Oliveira comes in with 1-2s up top, nothing clean. Not a feints from Martinez. High kick touches nothing from Oliveira. Martinez just wants to get in close and land some nasty. You can see it in his face. The other hand is wide open, though. Fingers are out. That's asking for a problem. So it goes high kick instead, gets blocked. Not set up at all, so it's no wonder Simon saw it coming, 2 days ago. Oh, nice right hander from Martinez off the blocked kick from Oliveira. Oliveira coming in, goes teep kick. Right hand, nothing. Left hand, or a spinning back fist, nothing. Martinez leg kick. Martinez is like coiled up like a snake, like ready to just pounce, explode. Looking for a right hand of the body, but he loaded it the hell up and missed everything. Spinning back fist for Oliveira. Nothing there. Martinez comes in on the clinch. Oliveira trying like hell to get his own underhook. Martinez doing a decent job of stopping it. And then he breaks out of there. Backs the hell away. Does not want to clinch Oliveira. Does not want to go to the ground with Oliveira, who seems to want to go to the ground here. Clinches back with him. Gets put on the fence. Martinez there. Right shin guard there for Oliveira to stop any kind of foot, sweep or take, foot sweep or whatever. Which, by the way, I see Rod did on Costa a shit ton earlier in the night. Head under the chin there for Martinez. Lands a right hand up top. Oliveira switches head positions here to avoid any more damage. Martinez breaks away and lands something on the way out. Martinez, again, fucking tensed up. Like, Trey goes 1-2, blocked mostly. Calf kick was not blocked, and he landed that pretty nicely. Oliveira 1-2 returns, nothing there. Martinez trying to circle out here, find a different angle. Spinning back fist where Oliveira gets close. Might have landed a little bit. Oh, big right hand there from Martinez and close. You saw Oliveira's hit snap back hard. One minute, coming up on a minute in the round. High kick gets blocked. Martinez threw it. Teep kick got caught by Martinez and didn't do anything with it. Oliveira almost thought he would. Oliveira needs to know if the fight goes to the ground, it's got to be because Martinez took it there, because it's got to be on his terms. He's not just gonna let him scramble. Martinez in there with a big left hook up top. Oliveira with his back close to the fence. Big right hander from Martinez. Oliveira came forward. Martinez going off. Landing. Hammers. Oliveira's on the ground. Hammer fist. Going ground and pound. Martinez is looking for the win. That's it. David Martinez. In the back flip. For good measure. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That was beautiful, the way he did that. Nasty TKO victory for old David Martinez, or young David Martinez. Did you know this dude's a surgeon? God damn. I did not know this guy was a fucking surgeon. That's pretty dope. All right, I have to wait and see. As soon as Bruce comes in to read the time and all that, I'm gonna put myself on mute. Then I'll take a short break. Be back for the next one. That was a hell of a win for David Martinez in his hometown, not just his home country, his hometown. That's extra special. Something about winning a fight, especially your UFC debut, is winning a fight in your hometown. Ain't nothing like it. That's honestly like one of my goals is to compete in grappling in my hometown, which also happens to be in Mexico. So that'll be dope. Hell of a fight. Damn, that was cool. Just immediately, he was tense the entire fucking fight. So I'm not surprised that he pulled it off that way. That was beautifully done. All right, be back, folks. Get you guys any quotes and the times and all that. All right, round one, TKO, 4 minutes, 38 seconds. Oh, Korean Zombie's in Mexico. Look at that. And they know him. Look at that. They know who Zombie is. Yeah. Y'all need to understand, fighting is it transcends culture. All right, real quick break from you guys. I gotta hit the bathroom. Bring it back. Next fight up is we got 4 left. Oh, not that one. Come on, boys. Here we go. Raul Rosas Jr. taking on the veteran Vince Morales. Vince Morales needs to win, or he might find himself out of the UFC for the second time, and more than likely for the last time if he isn't able to keep his roster spot. Taking on the killer. Yeah, it's gonna be wild. So we'll see. Raul Rosas Jr. Vince Morales. Next fight up, folks. We'll be right back. All right. Back at it. Next fight up, bantamweight battle between Raul Jr. and Vince Morales. Trying to get a video up. Melo Rodriguez was quick with it. Put up a video. He's like, "Yeah, we lost," and everyone back in the back of the cars are like, "Oh shit!" And he goes, "Laugh, motherfuckers!" He goes, "Can't be mad when you're doing, you're fighting the fight. You're doing the job you want, you love. It's kind of hard to get upset. Sucks to lose, of course. There's not ain't a question about it, right? But still." Who the fuck? Okay, that's fucking dumb. Trying to get this thing going. 1 second, folks. All right. Here comes Raul Jr. Oh no, they're doing the video package of those two. Raul Jr. he's an interesting guy because he felt unstoppable and like a phenom until he ran into Christian Rodriguez, who lost his fight earlier tonight. C-Rod's he's a veteran. He's a veteran of veterans. The guy's fucking dope. But since that fight, 2 finishes for Raul Jr. and then the decision victory over Artie Killing at UFC 306, not UFC this last year. Kind of shows he grew up a little bit from it. So yeah, it's an interesting fight. Vince Morales, meanwhile, 34 years old. On a 2-fight losing streak, Taylor Lapalus no longer in the UFC. Elijah Smith, UFC debut, beat him. He lost 2. Those are the 2 fights returning from after he got cut. We got cut in 2022, right? After Miles John's last, then he bounced around to a couple different promotions, to a few different promotions. Ended up in the UFL, finished up a Peruvian necktie. It's hard to get finish a Peruvian necktie in jiu-jitsu. It's something else to do it in MMA. It's fucking wild. So, not saying that he didn't deserve to come back. He did, but my guy can't be can't be losing like that much. He loses this one right here. I mean, he probably won't. He probably shouldn't retire, right? But I feel like it's gonna be hard to not retire. If that makes sense. So we'll see. Anyway, all right. You guys remember Vince Morales actually fought in Bellator as well. I think he had 1 fight. He did Contender Series. He lost. Went to Bellator for 1. He won, and then went back. Took on Song Yadong, first fight in the UFC. Lost that one by decision. Then beat Amos Zahabi. Lost to Benito Lopez. Then lost to Benito Lopez, who I don't even think he's in the UFC anymore, is he? Benito? Shouldn't be. Yeah, he hasn't fought since 2022, so that dude's probably done fighting. But lost to Jonathan Martinez, wins over Draco Rodriguez, Luis Smoka. Hang on a second. Rodriguez says, we lost. We put on a show, which is the important part. Okay. I mean, that works. Oh, let me guess. Winner fights Amanda Nunes. Winner of this one fights Amanda Nunes. You think she'll come back? How you been? I don't think I've seen you on here in a couple. I didn't do one last week, so maybe that's why. But I hope you're doing good. Hope your family's good. Everything that you care about is working out good. But yeah. Let's see here. I love it. Trying to get these this clip out, Lazy Boy. By the way, shout out to Rush, Dylan Rush, hanging out with Korean Zombie last night. That dude's Is anyone else living a life like Dylan? She comes back. See, actually, here's the thing. I wouldn't say it's easy. She's been off for how knows how long. Let me look her up now since we're talking, waiting for this fight to start. But hasn't I want to say she hasn't fought since 23, right? Yeah. So her last fight, June 2023. I mean, there's no announcement. If she came back, it'd be later this year, maybe. You're talking about 2+ years, possibly, away from action. You know, I know she started her own gym. I'm sure she's training girls and all that, but dude, I think it's hard to come back with that much time. Obviously, the only fight we really want to see with her in is Kayla Harrison. Like, honestly, right? So, let's see. Butters Jr. and then with Cutman Tate getting his Vaseline on. Making his way into the octagon as we speak. Making his way. He takes his time. Guys like him, we just do whatever they want. Kayla may be a problem. I think Kayla is a massive problem for Amanda. Massive. Right? The only thing I give Amanda plenty of due and respect and all that. The only thing that kind of worries me about Kayla Harrison, besides the lack of activity from Nunes, is not worries me about Amanda. Worries me about Kayla. Is that 135 cut? It's not easy. If you look back, just look up Kayla Harrison weigh-ins. You look back a couple times, like she looks happy and healthy and all that. But it's a rough cut. That is not easy. That girl used to fight at 45 and 55. Like, it's not easy. It is an MF of a fucking cut. All right, here we go. Yeah, that'd be fine, right? If they actually pull that off. I really doubt Dana White will ever do any business with Cyborg ever again. I mean, because it's not just Cyborg; it's the people around her. That I'm sure cause headaches, right? Because it's easy. I think it's easy to work with it. Like, I don't buy all the shit that they say about, for example, Francis Ngannou was, he was a pain in the ass. He only cares about money and all that stuff. First of all, they're prize fighters. Fucking, of course they want money. Now, don't get mad when the guys and girls that go in there punch each other in the face and risking life and limb every time. Don't get mad when they, fucking ask for money. All right, here we go. Round 1, Mike Beltran, third man in the octagon. Let's see what Nino Problema does here against the veteran Vince Morales, who is quite clearly fighting with his back against the wall here. All right, round 1. Right to the middle. Vince is going to be a hard out, I think. Dana hates certain people like Francis, Cyborg, Hunt. Anyone that pushes back, yeah. I'm with you, bro. Nice little push kick there to the body from Rosas. Tries a head kick. Vince sees it coming, avoids it. Rosas trying to do the jab, big, left hand off, or jab, 2. But Vince clearly studied tape here. Shoots in for the single leg, does with Rosas. Vince stuffs it, goes 1-2 up top. I think the right hand might have glanced. Big right hand there for Rosas Jr. in close. Rosas with a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. Nice jab there for him. Switches stances, landing shots on Vince Morales. Vince Morales covering up here, trying to relieve some of the pressure. No dice, single leg, double leg for Rosas Jr. Lifts him, walks him to the middle of the octagon, and slams Vince to the ground. Now Vince had double under or double overhands, overhooks. Yeah, double overhooks, right? So he didn't bounce off, right? And if anything, he kind of held Rosas in place. Because what you like to do is if you drop someone like that, if you have enough space on there, you might be able to pass to like land and mount and everything. And Vince is like, fuck it, whatever you grab me in, you're staying in. The problem is what he got him in was side control. And now we're going head kick. Oh no, I thought we were going to armbar there for Raul. He was looking for an armbar there for a second. Instead, now stuck trying to pass guard here. Vince gets his legs into play, gets his half guard on. It's open though. Open half guard. Now Raul gets back to side control. Looking like he's trying to place that left arm of Vince in a certain spot. He might be either trying to set up, trying to get his right leg in through, trying to get set up a crucifix, or he's going to hop up to the other side and maybe look for an arm bar. Right? So let's see. Maybe setting up an arm triangle, but he'd have to explode to the other side. Lands an elbow up top. Vince tries to give him a little forearm to the face. Raul's trying to kind of cheat a little bit. Oh, here we go. Scramble. Nope, no scramble. But he stays in side control to Raul. Vince with the overhook over the head of Raul, who now puts the grips behind the back and the gable grip, squeezes in, trying to pass his legs around. Instead, Vince gets his legs into play, gets his full guard, his open guard into play. Left foot on the hip for Vince. Now the right foot on the hip, trying to push off. Raul feels it, tries to slide over, get back to side control, get stuck in half guard. Good defensive jiu-jitsu there from Vince. Just make him work. Make him, don't just let him get to whatever positions he wants to get to. And then use that overhook. There you go, overhook over the head, trying to get up. And Raul sees it and says, nope, sucks the hips in, keeps him down. Back to side control here. Vince goes turtle. Raul on the back. Vince trying to keep that the gaps between arms and knees close, but can't hold it. Left hook in totally for Raul. Right hook not in. And so Vince is going to try and spin down to face the mat. Raul shifts his body, shifts his weight, stays on the back, working to get that right hook in there now. Almost had it. Vince defended really well on that one. Hard to do that against a guy as tall and as long as Raul and as fucking flexible as that dude is. It makes no sense that he can move like that and bendy like that. But hell, and when you're a young guy, fuck it. Now we still got the back position here, but now Vince on his right side. Raul's still on him, so Vince is hanging onto the arms here, trying to keep Raul from posturing up, going S mount, possibly going armbar, maybe. Now he's giving at the back, sort of. He's got that right leg tucked as high as he can. Now using his right arm to block the right hook, trying to create a scramble, can't do it. Raul's too big, too heavy. Raul with the grip here on the left arm. Vince is able to make a scramble, shoots his own single leg. Raul sprawling, landing left hands to the body, nasty left hands to the body. Vince trying to power the double, gets it. Scramble. Raul gets almost to his feet, no dice. Vince on top now. The right arm of Raul is trapped on the legs of Vince. Vince landing shots to the body, coming up on 20 seconds left in the first round. Pushes off, gets his right leg free, almost does. Now we're going headlock position for Vince. Vince is going to try and maybe go Peruvian here. Peruvian necktie possibility. He'd have to step over with his right leg. It's not going to happen here because of the scramble. Ooh, he's got a choke in there, and there runs out of time. It's not even there was a choke. He was just holding, making him comfortable holding him there. But still, solid round overall. I think it probably took that first round. But Vince ended it on a solid note. That being said, it's probably 1-0 Rosas Jr. So that's the thing, right? Dana's never liked people that push back too much. Right? The Nate Diaz's, mind you, Nate's way easier. He's worked with Dana a lot more than a lot of other people have, right? But not in terms of like how many times, but like, all right, fine, let's do this. Okay, let's do this, let's do that, whatever. Right? But Dana likes to get his way, and it is what it is. But I think he weighs if it's worth it, right? By the way, there was a clip that MMA on Point put out, and MMA on Point they do good work, but they took a quote from Dana and totally kind of killed the context. trying to make it sound like so. Gabriel Gonzalez for Cape Side Press actually was the one that asked a question about Dana, getting into boxing. He's doing power slap. Can do all three: power slap, UFC, and boxing? And can he still do UFC? And Dana was like, "We'll find out." Right. What it was, what the context of it was can you still run the UFC the way you have and still do these other two? That was the context, not will you quit UFC. That's not at all what happened. So that quote was taken out of context like a motherfucker, but whatever. Round two, coming up 4:40 left in the round. A couple jabs here traded by both men. Nice right hand there for Vince. Rowe tries to get it back with hooks. No dice on that one. Rowe needs to get this on the ground again, and and force Vince to grapple more. Nice leg kick for Raul. Ooh, Vince with a slick jab right there. I don't think Rosas Jr. saw it coming. Rosas really on the he's a southpaw, so he's got I think it's a new tattoo on his back too. That's pretty good. Nice jab there for Vince. Now another jab there for Vince. And that one snapped the head back a little bit. Now Rosas with his own jabs. I would hate to see Rosas give up a round just cause. Leg kick for him there, though. You know what I mean? Like, I'd like to see, is that Dom Cruz in the back? That's Dominic Cruz in the back, just chilling. He's not even on commentary today. Maybe he's at the desk. I don't know if he is at the desk or not. I don't really watch the pre-show. All right, Vince with a lot of pressure here on Rosas. Rosas working with his back real close to the fence. Shoots a single leg. Vince almost gets his leg out. Can't peel it out. Really hangs on to it. But Vince doesn't get taken down. Vince gets his right side to the cage here, grabbing the left leg of Raul, who was trying to sneak it in there. So he was trying to sneak in the hook right at the left leg. And so Vince kind of underhooked it. So the hook is not in, and he can control that left leg of Vince. And now he just winked at somebody. He winked at John Anik on the side. That's fucking hilarious. He winked at John Anik, DC, and I apologize, I forgot her name. She's like, anyway, whatever. Laura Senko, Jesus. All right, back to the feet here, but Rose staying on him with a single leg attempt. Lips it, goes high crotch, no dice. Switches to the double, sits him down, and now he's on top. Rose is so good at taking people down. But he takes his time on the fence. He uses the fence to his advantage as well. Right? Lift, power, push the person on the cage here. And if you can lift them on the cage, kind of use the friction from the padding and from the fence, you can get that double grip if you wanted to. High level shit, really. It's like craftsmanship or sorts. What's going on here? All right, in the middle here, the Otis Jr. Not on the back. Now he's working to get it to the back. Left hook is in. Vince is just protecting. As long as you don't get two hooks in there, like Vince feels like he can spin and go face down on the mat. And it's been working so far. He's been able to stop any kind of hooks in. Trying to break the grips is Vince. I'd like to see Raul try to. So right now Raul's on his and Vince's left side, right? He's on the back, but they're on their left sides. If Raul's able to create a scramble, force him the other way, he can go armbar. And it's not like Vince won't see it coming. Vince will see it coming, but can he stop it? 2 minutes, 6 seconds of back control time so far in this round for Rosas Jr. Or is it in the fight? Not even 100% sure. Body triangle almost for Rosas Jr. Vince gets his arm in the way to stop it. Karen Bryan still does some of the front desk stuff, dude. This is very rare. Remember she used to be on Fuel all the time? Yeah. Once they went to ESPN, it was rarely. Body triangle-ish for Rosas Jr. Vince goes belly down, coming up on 30 seconds in the round. Again, this is the way you win if you're Raul. Right? And it's not boring. I enjoyed the grappling aspect. Now Vince to his feet. Vince two on his feet and trying to shake Rosas Jr. off his back. The thing is that Raul's not that high, and he's doing really well to use his legs to keep him in place. Now he's reaching down to the lead. Ooh, he's gonna do the Zabit. Oh, I think he's gonna do that Zabit submission. That one where you lift the leg as high as you can, almost not really knee bar, but really pulls that thing on the hamstring and on the glutes. Nope. Vince sends him on his right side. Raul lands shots up top. Vince just said like this to no one in particular, and that's the round. That's weird. Yeah, Karen Bryant still does some of the front desk stuff every once in a while. Let me see. That's a good question. Let's find out. Oh, she's a UFC anchor still. Okay. It's just I think last time, I don't know what last time she was, I saw her do anything. Oh, she was in London, so I guess she was there for London, for UFC London. Yeah, she was in the front desk for London. So, again, I'm not really sure how they figure out who goes where or whatnot, but she's been doing front desk stuff. She might be in the studio. She might be like back in, I don't know, it's probably Vegas. Yeah, back in Vegas and whatnot, but who knows? I don't really watch too much of the like I said, pre-show stuff or like the UFC official stuff, and I don't really watch it too much. All right, round 3. So far, I think pretty safe to say we're 2-0 versus Junior. All right, round 3. Here we go. Now I want to see if Vince goes all out trying to get a finish here because he needs it. Now he's chasing Oda around the cage here, looking for right hands up top and the body. I mean, this round is everything here for Vince. Like, he don't finish this up. Like, I highly doubt he keeps his job or his roster spot. But again, you never know. All right, Russell Jr. shoots stuff so far. He gets him down. Darce looking like a Darce choke for Vince. Looking for the Darce choke, but it's not in. Like, this is uncomfortable. It's annoying as shit, but okay, now it might be close. It was defending pretty well so far. He's got that right arm in, so you bring that shoulder down, you can open up that blood. So, because this is a blood choke, right? So, Vince is trying to get it tight or trying to get his right leg into play. Raul's doing a decent job. Oh, now it's tight. He's grimacing. Raul's grimacing, but he might be okay here. Like, he's just incredible. Because what he does, he gets to his knees, gets loose. Raul gets a side control. Vince ran out of gas on that one. It wasn't really like it was tight and uncomfortable, but it wasn't like close to being finished. And I think Vince knows that was his last gas, and now he's gonna have to come up with something else. Fighting, folks, it's a game, and it's life. Vince hanging onto that headlock's not gonna do much for him other than keep Raul where he wants him and off his back, and he lets it go. And guess who's almost on the back? Ooh, Vince almost shakes him off here. Ooh, trips him out, looking for the knee bar. Vince rolled through, looking for the knee bar. Oh, he's getting there. Nope. Raul gets to his feet. Now Vince hanging on to that leg. Dude, the look on his face is like, God damn it, what do I have to do? Running out of gas, man. Shots to the body for Vince. Taking a moment to cough. Is what he's doing. Gets to his hands and knees. That was back to working on the back with 2 minutes left in the fight. Vince again hopping his butt up, getting rolled off balance, trying to roll through again. Raul just hanging on to him. He rolls through again, tries to reach for the leg. Raul gets it out of danger like immediately, and we're back to square one. And Vince is literally looking around like, the fuck? Coming up on 1:30 left in the fight. There's a Junior is dominating this fight straight up. Just on ground control time too. It's nasty. Now he's back on the back. Now he's a left hook is in, the right hook's almost in. Literally 2 hands on the foot. Vince is doing to try and stop it, and he works. Jesus. Got to give it to Raul. Look, a lot of people complain about grappling and jiu-jitsu and takedowns and wrestling and all that, but Raul has not for a second used it to lay and pray. He's been trying to pass the guard. He's been trying to get to better positions. He's looking for the submission opening and all that. Vince gets to his feet, just surviving here. Oh, he shakes Raul off. Raul hangs on to the body lock here. That dude's got to have – this kid's got to have crazy grip strength. Vince can't do shit about his grip. Raul lets it go, goes single leg. Vince stuffs him down. Headlock. He's going to go for another Darce choke here or try to set it up. He's trying to set it up. Raul sees it. Now he steps over the head here. Roll, 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 roll. And we're back on whatever that choke that he was trying to do earlier is. He's trying to get his legs into play for it. That's a Peruvian necktie like on the ground. This is like a Peruvian necktie but on his back, which if you have the strength to do it, I'm sure could pull off. And Raul's doing – oh, my God, he's cranking it. And it was super uncomfortable, but that right shoulder's still in play for Raul, and so he's good. Like, again, blood choke. He's throwing his thumbs up too. 2, 1. That's the fight. Off to the judges. And that should be pretty comfortable win for Raul Rosas Jr. Well, what are you going to do? He just stunned him. I think Vince didn't shake his hand. I can't tell. But Raul gets up and just rubs his head and walks off. I make the graphics with KSharpReds.com, folks, so that's what I'm doing right now. Making these graphics here. Because it's pretty clear who won this fight. So yeah, it was weird, but it was like a Peruvian necktie off his back. So when you do Peruvian necktie, normally like your opponent's kind of like on their knees and you kind of stepping over the head. Now I know how to do it in gi. I've never tried it in no gi, but that's what it looked like to me, but just off his back. So at that point, you're kind of relying on your arm strength and being able to create that torque. So all right, folks, mute myself real quick. Be back here in a minute. Carlos Jr. gets a decision victory, 29-28 across the board. Should have been 30-27, my opinion. But hey, score doesn't matter when the right guy wins. Vince kind of looked like confused, not confused, but he was like, "Oh well, I know maybe he was hoping for a bad decision or something, but it didn't work out there today, buddy. What are you gonna do?" Henry Cejudo in the crowd as a Dilly Rush. Oh, Henry's getting booed. I'm assuming he's getting booed. Alex Pereira never gets booed. Why does Henry Cejudo get booed in Mexico? I think he got booed. Someone confirm that for me. Actually, I'm gonna find out because I don't watch with any. If Henry got booed, there's one reason for it, but I'm only gonna get into it if that's what happens. I didn't have the sound on, but he was doing this like, come on. He was doing that on the camera, so I'm assuming they got booed. We'll see. I'll let y'all know here in a moment. I was talking about 314. Yeah, Rodriguez against Patricio Pitbull. God, I am hyped for Patricio Pitbull to come in like that. It's fucking dope. Patricio Pitbull, he's the shit. I wish he would have been here years ago. But, you know, can't win them all, my boy. Let's see if I can get this story up. What's up, guys? It's all here doing the play-by-play at K-Sack Press YouTube at youtube.com/backslash, I guess, at K-Sack Press. UFC Mexico going down right now. Next fight up, there was Jr. against Vince Morales. Dude, look at that. Hit us up. Go on Twitter at K-Sack. Look at the green. Go on. Because I have a green screen on here, so it shows up. Look at that. That's kind of dope. If you want to follow on Instagram at K-Sack Press for K-Sack Press, and I am at why can't I talk? At Elof5032, Jesus, on Twitter, Elof52 on Instagram. Anyway, please hit us up on there. Follow. We post daily, multiple times a day. I probably post too much, to be honest with you. But yeah. Oh shit, dinner's here. It's gonna be fun to try and eat. Do I need to go to? You know what's funny? I'm going to the range tomorrow. So I've been going to the range every weekend for like 2 months. I'm a huge fan of it. I just like shooting. It's fun for me. It's honestly like kind of therapeutic to do that because to me it's like I like when I train on something, like even jiu-jitsu, like when I train something and it's I'm clearly improving, I get obsessed like quickly. And so I become obsessed with like my shooting and all that. And not that I haven't shot before, that I haven't had guns for years. I've had guns for my entire life, but it hasn't been until recently that I put in like some real work and like studying it and different kind of things. It's actually a lot of fun. So I enjoy it. Roxanne Modaferri was Gabriel Gonzalez. There's no beef there, bro. Gabriel Batikeo. I don't hear it. Just kidding. You know, Roxanne Modaferri, she was interesting, the Happy Warrior. Like if you saw her, you would never think she was a UFC fighter. She fought in the UFC for a minute. So yeah. Anyway, all right. All right, we're going to take a quick break, folks. Be right back. Edgar Chairez with CJ Vergara up next. It's going to be a banger. I'm going nowhere. All right, sorry about that, folks. Dinner came in and I didn't get to eat any of it yet, but still. All right, so Henry Cejudo did get booed like crazy, and yeah, sweet. All right, 1 second, folks. I gotta break some news here. Not for you guys. Sorry about that, folks. They announced UFC Guadalajara for Noche UFC. That's my hometown. I am there, my boy. All right. I get your days popping the jab here. Coming up on 4:20 left in the first round. All right. Dude, Traders is popping that jab nicely. Sorry, I'm hyped as fuck now. I am hyped right now. I can't even call this fight right now. Oh, CJ gets dropped and he's hurt. Dude, Chavez just throws his hands up like, what you doing, motherfucker? Let's go. Oh, with the pressure, he's like, oh, he sees a finish here. CJ's on the back pedal. He's definitely moving. He's hauling. He's trying to recover. He's having a hard time doing it. Oh, that's it. Dropping him. CJ gets dropped. Edgar on the back here standing, looking for the choke. On the back. Choke is in. Oh, no, choke's almost in. Now it looks like it's in now. No, it's not in now. This actually helps. That's it. That's a tap. Edgar Chavez with the victory. That's a hell of a win. Oh, Chavez is crying. Oh, dude, that's That makes me emotional. It's my countrymen, folks. Oh, whew. It's a submission victory, baby. Whew. The right dude, that right hand and then that left behind it rocked the shit out of CJ, and CJ just could never recover. Beautifully done. I'm gonna meet myself here as soon as Bruce comes in to read the decision, but damn, he's still crying. God damn. Man, that's a massive win for Chaidez, man. At home. That's fucking amazing, man. You gotta be happy for guys like that, man. Seriously, you really do. All right. Whew. All right, give me 1 second, folks. Or a couple minutes. Okay, that got me emotional too. The reason he's crying is because he had to get surgery before when he entered after he entered UFC he didn't have the money for it, and then his grandfather, who's also a father to him, gave him his pickup truck to sell to get to get surgery. And his grandfather was the last time he fought in Mexico. I don't think that went well for Chavez. He's not with us anymore. Chavez goes, he's not here today anymore. He's not here today, but I know he's in the front row in heaven. That's rough, man. I'm gonna take a break, folks. I'll be back here in a couple minutes for the next fight, which I believe is co-main event, lightweight scrap of scraps. When I thought it was against Drew Dober. It'll be a few minutes here before the fight comes up because obviously we just got to finish in the first round. We're on TVT. We're on ESPN. So I'll be back, folks. Hang in there. Almost done here. Fun night of fight so far. right, folks. Sorry about that. All right. Only thing I hate about the finishes on a card like this is that, well, I mean, long as wait for the next fight. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Either way. So they put it on there. Oh, here we go. Man, call main event time, ladies and gentlemen. Manuel Torres against Drew Dober. I'm hyped about that. Well, I had a card. All right. Here we go. Coleman event time. This is a heavy hitter shot, okay? This is a massive fight for Manuel Torres right here. I went over Drew Dober. Shit. That means some wild shit, boy. Here we go. Round one. Drew Dober, you doing Drew Dober shit, taking the middle, bouncing up and down, little front kick right to the abdomen for Torres. Torres is really high guard up here. He doesn't want to get hit with those hard shots up top. Drew Dober working on a big right hand for Torres on the outside. A lot of pressure from Dober to go for the body, going to the body with the kicks, can't land on that one. I'd be down. I'd be down for that. Big shots up top for Drew Dober. Manuel Torres working on the outside here, circling around. He's circling to his right to the power side of Drew Dober because Dober switched stances here. Big right hand drops Drew Dober. Drew Dober goes on a single leg. Torres landing hammers up top, just trying to knock Dober's head off like a motherfucker. Beltran calls it. That's it. That's it. Oh, Dober still thinks he's fighting. Oh, dude, Dober's done. Holy shit. Make that happen, Dana. That'd be hilarious. Maybe Chris Rock too, but still. Dober has no clue he just got finished. Damn. That's wild. He's so confused over this. He's like, what in the fuck is going on? Apparently there's a fight in the crowd. People throwing chairs and shit. That is so fucking crazy. Oh man, left hand got through, and the right hand put him on skates. That was game. Yeah, he had no chance right there. That's so crazy. That right hand just fucking did it to him. It's on some crazy shit. And like that, we get another finish on this card. And another nice long wait for the main event, which is probably going to be about a 20-minute plus wait. So, and that one's not going to be, I doubt it's going to be a finish. I highly doubt it. That's probably a TKO victory, first round. And Totis is sitting down like, holy shit, what just happened? Always trying to get his feelings together. That is such a crazy finish. God, I'm so fucking proud right now. Dude, that'd be that'd just be mean as fuck, bro. Throw this crime right there. Yeah, I know Karen Bryan on the desk today, but she stayed a couple extra days in London after UFC London, so that's what happened. I know because I saw it on Instagram. So, all right, I was gonna mute myself here. I'm gonna get to the official decision. Manuel Torres with the minute 45, right? Minute 45 TKO finish with Dude Dober. Massive. You cannot downplay how big that victory was for Manuel Torres. To get a win over a guy like Dude Dober. Now Dude Dober, back to the drawing board. Anyway, all right, folks. Going to be right back here with the main event. Hopefully here in about 15 minutes or less. Hopefully less than that, but highly doubt it. But either way, Steve Burzeg, Brandon Moreno, about to do the damn thing. Oh, and Manuel Torres said he was like he goes, Mom, Dad, the 20th in the 20th ranked fighter in the world. Let's go, whatever. And apparently his mom has to take medication before his fights because they get super nervous. So makes sense. But hey, main event time, flyweight bout, former champion, former title challenger, and Moreno's a decently handed favorite. So we'll see how it goes here, but it's gonna be a rough. It's gonna be a fight for sure. So it's gonna be a fight. I'm just yapping. All right, folks. Be back here in a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere. Sorry about that. All right, folks. Not sure the fight's starting anytime soon, but they're doing a bunch of packages on it. So, unfortunately for y'all, breaking news. Believe Jeff Neal is out of his fight with Carlos Prates, which is not really. I mean, people are tuning in to watch Prates, not really Neal. The problem is the fight is completely off UFC 314. So, got to see if they're going to get Prates a replacement. Excuse me. But that fight's in, what, 2 weeks? It's a hard one to replace. So, someone will step up. Unfortunately, it won't be a veteran that Prates can make a name off of. So, that part sucks for him. But, either way. Let's see. Here comes Steve Erceg. Right, fight time. Here comes Steve Erceg making his way to the octagon. Is this not on ESPN? I could have sworn this was on ESPN, dude. We'll find out. This is weird. Or it's on ESPN 2. That's why they don't give a shit. Normally they make us wait till like 6:30 to start this fight, but actually, you know what? No, it is gonna start in about 8 minutes because it's a long ass walkout for both guys and everything. So it'll start on time. It'd be wild if we get another finish. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I don't think we will, but like maybe we will. But yeah. They were saying in the cage. Let's go ahead and look at both men here. Actually, I'm gonna mute myself for Brendan's walkout because I want to see how wild they get because they're gonna get wild. This is Mexico City. God, I can't really go in my hometown. I can't wait. I'm going to cover to work. It's gonna be sick. All right, here we go. One second, folks. I just want to hear the walkout. Brandon Moreno walking out to the usual song. So Brandon Moreno, that song is actually a custom song from Dope. You should have walked him out. Yeah. But what was I gonna say? Fuck. Oh, no, that song that the Brandon Moreno walked out to. A lot of fighters walked out to these guys. It's this group that does songs for fighters, corridos for fighters, right? They do a really good job. They do a lot of fighter stuff and it's really dope shit, honestly. Jeff Neal out with injury. Didn't say what the injury was, so that sucks. All right, main event time, folks. Let's do this. 31-year-old Brandon Moreno, 5'7", 125 pounds, with a 2-inch reach advantage, or 5'8", 29-year-old Steve Erceg. But Steve Erceg hits like a truck, so I would not be counting my chips on this one just yet. All right. Herdine, man in the middle. You don't need a guy that big. Give me Jason Herzog. But, you know. All right. Introducing Steve Erceg here in a second, but, you know, reading up all the sponsors and all kinds of shit. Steve Erceg getting the intro. Not even. Fucking Buffer's still announcing bullshit. Oh, no, he didn't. Never mind. We got it. Brandon Moreno. Brandon Moreno, number 2 ranked flyweight, former champion, former two-time champion, 22-8-2, 5'7", 125 on the scales out of Tijuana, Mexico, minus 245 favorite. He is 5-5 as UFC favorite. Of course, a couple of those were a little rough, but you know how it goes. Oh, I got a bunch of shit. I'm gonna get so much shit for ordering stuff from Amazon. Brandon Moreno getting his due introduction, and the crowd goes wild. It's also it's been a dream of mine to cover a UFC event in my hometown. All right, round one. Feel out process here. Brandon Moreno with very high guard, keeping his head moving pretty good. As long as stay in the center line, you don't want to stay in the center line with Steve Ursa. That guy hits like a fucking truck. So you don't want to play with that. So. Let's see. Yeah, that's negatives. That is on the border of Texas. Tell me if I'm wrong on that, but I want to say that's in the border of Texas there, Perez. Anyway, Steve has a middle here. Brandon tries one of those like lunging. Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, I've never been to that anywhere on the across the border in Texas. I've only been across the border like in my hometown, but I've also been to. It's not across the border. It's like South Mexico. But also, like, I've only been to anything, like, right outside of Arizona. So, like, Nogales, stuff like that, Sonora, shit like that. And then, of course, obviously, down south, like, Guadalajara and all the surrounding towns and some of the, even the bigger cities, Mexico City I've been to. But it's been a long time. Big left-hander for Brandon Moreno. Steve Ursa ate that, like, with sauce on it. God damn. Not that Brandon has knockout power. Steve does. And Brandon can hurt you and rock you and maybe even knock you out. But Steve does not look worried about getting knocked out here. I bet it's pretty poor, man. It's like anything on the border, honestly, is not quiet and stuff like that. You can see a lot of like really shit spots around there. Brandon doing a lot of lunging shots. Now he does do that whole thing where he'll literally duck almost close to the knee and throw overhands, right? Like I'm really wondering if Steve's gonna try and dial up a knee here. Big right hand from Brandon Moreno, catch Steve off balance, but we're good here. 250 coming up on 250 left in the round. Remember, it's a 5-round fight, but these are flyweights, they're fine. And I know both of them have been there for a minute training. Shots up top for Steve, but it hits all guard. Really high, really tight guard for Brandon. Avoids the calf kick. Brandon does overhand right, not it touched, but it didn't land clean. Steve's gonna land something clean at some point here. Left hand to the body for Brandon. Ooh, right hand gets through for Brandon. Steve's still trying to figure out the pace here. Brandon's setting it. Brandon's taking this fight. Ooh, big shots in there. Brandon's taking control of this fight here. Straight shots there for Steve. One jab gets through. A lot of head movement for Brandon. That's not weird. It's like it's normal. He does it all the time, but smart to do that, obviously. Big right hand for Brandon gets through. That was nicely done. Again, Steve can take a shot. Dude, Brandon's trying to take his head off here with some of these shots. Straight left for Steve. Uppercut there for Steve. Brandon ran right into it. Brandon's landing 52% of his significant strikes to Steve's 40. Although Steve's, I think, throwing more shots, just not as many are landing clean. I want to see a leg kick. Ooh, nice right hand there for Steve. I can't tell if it landed, though, because the camera was shit. Steve's trying to get the timing down. And eventually he will. It's just, can Brandon switch the speed on everything? Ooh, nice left hand there for Steve. He caught the body. He ate the body kick, and then Brandon got close, and he landed that left hook all nice. Brandon tries the left hand up top. I don't think he landed, though. Another right hand for Brandon. So what Steve's doing now, as soon as he's Brandon load up their right hand, he's throwing something to the body. If he can throw a kick to the body, as soon as that hand, like, Brandon's going to have to overexert himself or, really put himself in danger to land it. 18 seconds left in the round. God, I got a headache. Calf kick there for Brandon. The jab for Steve. Another jab for Steve. Ooh, nice jab for Brandon. Popped his head back. Steve's doing all right. Round over. Steve's doing okay. I know it looks like Steve's not doing much in this one, but he's doing all right. Like he's trying to figure this out. So we'll see how this goes, man. Let's see. Yeah, Brandon has been putting. Oh, that's what Brandon's doing. Brandon's attacking the body pretty well. That right hand got through. Never mind. That might have actually hurt him a little bit. Steve hurt it a little bit. But Brandon is investing to the body here, try to kill some of the gas tank. Pretty sure both guys have been there for a minute, so it's not like we're worried about their cardio. It's whether or not they can take that shot. All right, back to it. Round two, right to the middle. Brandon goes straight left to the body, nothing there. Ooh, head kick for Steve gets blocked, but that was nice. Brandon did not see that shit coming at all. That was nicely timed on the right, almost nicely timed on the right hand. Straight left. Ooh, big right hand again for Brandon, gets right through. That big overhand right is paying the bills here for Brandon so far. Brandon putting pressure. Oh, nice little jab there for Steve. Okay, keep doing that, dude. Pop that jab. Stop. And if you can land that jab on Moreno, you can maybe not stop him in his tracks, but definitely slow him down and crack his pace. Big right hand there for Steve Erceg. Woo! Telling you, he's starting to get his timing into the body for Steve. Popping that jab up. Come on now. Excuse me. How many 5-round fights has Brandon Moreno done in his career? It's got to be a lot. Nice inside leg kick for Moreno, and that definitely bothered Steve because now he's definitely trying to lift that leg up anytime the kick comes. Now Brandon has him thinking about that kick. He came in with an overhand left right there or with left hook up top, and Steve raise his leg. If Brandon wants a takedown, it's there for him. Steve trying to get kicks going. No, that's big right hand over top for Brandon. Big shots up top for Steve. Moreno gets him back. Ooh. People don't understand how long 5 minutes is in a fight. Man, BKFC does like 2, I think, or 3, whatever it is, and some other spots do. Boxing will do 2-minute rounds. This is different. High kick for Steve gets blocked. Again, the high guard of Brandon. He's ready. Brandon studies. That dude's a student. Total nerd about this shit. Straight left doesn't get closer for Brandon though. Steve's kind of losing some of the momentum he had earlier from the first round. Brandon's supposed to get in close to sneak that left hook behind the guard. No dice on that one. Steve does what to push him off. Brandon fakes a single leg, goes up top with the left hand. He's just setting up traps, making Steve think, making him think about the takedown, making him think about the leg kicks and just throwing up top. His game plan's already working. Steve is freaking out. Like Brandon pretends like he's gonna throw an inside leg kick, and Steve is reacting to it heavily. Ooh, Steve tries to overhand. Oh God, Steve tried to overhand right, no dice on it. To avoid the left-handed Brandon, he literally ran away and ate a leg kick anyway. Big right hand up top of Brandon. I think maybe that some of the power Brandon's throwing his way is starting to get him nervous, and that's why he's like, fuck. Lots of pressure from Brandon. Brandon tries to rush in, but he didn't put everything into it, so I'm assuming he knew chance he wasn't going to make anything on that one. Uppercut there for Steve, no dice on that. Steve's trying to get in close. Leg kick kind of touched there a little bit for him. Straight left for Brandon. Steve misses the right hand behind it, or to counter it. Oh, nice teep kick to the chin from Steve. Brandon didn't even see it coming. Right hand there for Brandon. Steve, I think, landed something, but it's backwards to the camera. The thing about flyweight, they move so fast. Inside leg kick there for Brandon. Steve did not like that. Now he's got the lead leg bouncing. Big left hand there for Brandon. Right hand for Steve. Finally, here you go. Steve's having his moments. Steve is having his moments. 35 seconds left in the round. Ooh, nice sequence there for Steve. He didn't land a lot, but he finally threw a combo. Now Brandon's head movement was way too good on that. He almost made Steve look silly, but understand that Steve's finally having it. He needs to throw something. Like he needs to throw something. So we'll see. I think Steve will get his 2-1. That's the round. I think Steve will get something going here in the next round. So I got it right now. Moreno up 2-0. We'll see. All right, round 3. Brandon, they're both in the middle. Brandon again with the high guard here, jab trade here. Steve's got to do something a little different here. Maybe stop giving so much respect and just go for something here. All right. Ooh, nice left hand. Oh, there we go. Body kick there for Steve. Excuse me. Brandon tries to rush in. Brandon has a lot more pop on his punches, and he's quicker. This is for a flyweight former champion. That's like, what the fuck is going on? Steve is working on like just lateral on the outside, and he's breathing with his mouth open, which again could just be that he got his nose busted up or something's busted up in his face, and that's it. Doesn't really mean he's tired. We'll see later in this round. We'll find out if he's tired. Nice little teep to the body there from Steve. All right. Still in the middle here. Ooh, Brandon sneaks in the right hand clean on the chin. Very nice. Steve popping that jab here. Sorry, folks. All right. Steve being a little more active here. Nice. Now he's working to avoid the shots from Brandon and get his counters. So it's like he's avoiding first and then throwing instead of just throwing all willy-nilly. The problem is he's also missing a little bit. Big knee to the body from Steve. Well done. Moreno just ate it. Moreno will take damage and just deal with the pain to stay in close and land on you. That'll also get him messed up, though. That happens. Coming up on a minute left in the third round. Little up kick down the middle for Steve, touches the body, and then a jab behind it. Oh, sorry, right hand, I think it was. Leg kick again for Brandon. This is a Brandon Moreno style fight. Like he's making Steve fight his fight. Except Brandon's a lot more defensively sound on this one. Chasing Steve on the outside. Steve's on the outside, trying to land the 1-2. No dice on that. Coming up on 30 seconds. 1-2 there. Hit the guard for Steve. Brandon again. Not letting him breathe, not letting him rest, not letting him think. High kick, head kick for Steve. Hits nothing but air. Coming up on 20 seconds. Moreno under pressure. Big knee to the body again for Steve. Those knees to the body, he's gotta keep that going. That's his chance right there. Nice left hand for Brandon. Round over. Big old smile for Brandon. At the end of that one, he's like, "Fuck, I tried." Not really sure who won that round of balance, but you probably Brandon. To be honest. We'll see. That was a lot closer round, as the numbers show. Oh, they have more significant stretch for Steve in a second. Okay, well, that's interesting. So it's a lot closer fight than I thought. I can't tell. I think his nose is busted. Moreno. Oh, okay. Moreno's still a favorite, but it's very slight. Chavez in the back right there behind Moreno. Oh, that's a photo. Of course, there's media back there yawning their ass off. Jesus Christ. All right. It's only an hour from it's only 7:49 over there. It's almost 8 o'clock over there. That's it. Fuck. They'll be there till like 10 maybe, waiting for Dana's not coming. So just the fighters and maybe David Shaw, I guess. Maybe Hunter Campbell. I don't know who's going back there. Not Dave Shaw. Dave Shaw's probably going to be there. All right. Moreno in the middle. Steve popping out that jab. He's a little more active. Kicks up front. I think they're probably telling him, just get active. Do something. Moreno ducks a right hand and goes in and throws the left hand to the body. Yeah, Dave Shaw's right there. Okay, it'll be him instead of Dana. Brandon just chasing. Steve is literally backing up all the way to the fence to avoid some of these shots. Because Brandon's making himself longer than he really is. With the way he's throwing these like, duck down and throw over on either side. Or getting close, right? Getting close and low and tight and throw to the body. Oh, big right hand there for Moreno. Hand-to-head clash. Steve came in way too hard or way too fast on that one. Moreno attacked at the same time, and they just clash heads accidental. Another right hand for Brandon. Steve with the right hand, they got in close. Coming out. It's 1 to 3 minutes, under 3 minutes now. 1-2 head kick for Steve, and all of it gets blocked. Again, mind you, when you block punches or even kicks, especially kicks, it still fucking hurts. Nice left hook there for Brandon. I think when he hit guard, Steve almost landed his own left hook, and Brandon got the fuck out of there. The head movement on Brandon is ridiculous tonight, too. And he's leaning his head out, trying to like fish. Like, come on, buddy. Come on, you want this? Let's go. He's smiling and laughing at him. Holy shit. Brandon feels this fight right now. He's got Steve on the back foot trying to guess. Steve's waiting. Throws a jab. Right hand, left hand for Steve. Nothing, not even close. Leg kick might have touched, but I think it got checked. When Brandon just like lunge attacks a little bit, Steve like pushes out that front foot as hard as he can. That right hand almost landed for Brandon there. Head movement. Remember that? Anytime Ronda fought, head movement. It got to a point where we just clowned him. Ooh, kick up top gets blocked. Hit all shoulder there for Steve. Steve's gonna have to put himself in danger at this point. He's losing this fight. But all it takes is one shot for this fight to change. That's all it's gonna take. Under a minute. All right, Brandon looking for the takedown. Brandon almost gets him down, got him down to the knees. Okay, still on it, drop him, 1 second left, round over. Big left hand at the end. Oh, shit. Steve had his face like that. Like something must have hurt. I think Ronda was actually trained by Josh Fry. Do you remember seeing, God, poor Diego. Do you remember seeing those videos of Fabia chasing Diego and his training partners? I forgot, there was someone else that was legit there, but chasing him with knives, and they're running around the cage, like acting like they're actually doing something. Man, that guy should be in the Hall of Fame for being the craziest grifter / whatever. Here we go. Round 5. Anyway. Dude, he was fucking insane. Funny enough. Oh, fuck, I don't want to. All right. If anything crazy happens, I'll tell you. But this fight's going. This round's going like the rest of the earlier the fight's been going. I had an interview scheduled with that dude. He never showed. And I remember thinking, I think he ended up interviewing with somebody else, which is fine. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. And I saw it, and I was like, oh, thank God. because all the shit he was saying, I'm like, I would totally clown you for that. Like, I'm gonna push back on a lot of that shit because it's crazy. 4 minutes up in the 5th round. I agree with my boy Marcel, 3-1 Moreno. He's probably doing the ritual. But Fabio was wild, dude. Like, and do you know, because they did that Dark Side of the Cage. I haven't watched any of those yet. Do you know if they did that on the Diego Sanchez episode? That's important. $325 up in this fight. Steve's letting loose finally. All right. Steve's letting loose, trying to do something here, set something up. He needs a finish, more than likely. Nice little body kick for him, but he needs some left hand of the body. Steve popping out that jab here, trying to get close. Nice right hand there. Might have snuck in there. The jab definitely got there for him. Brandon's fishing with his head. Puts it on one side, kind of feints this way, comes back. Like he's just mixing it all up. High kick for Steve gets blocked. Shots in close. Big shots, body kick for Moreno. He was looking for the finish. He must have thought he saw a finish right there because he was throwing heavy shit right there. God, I hope you fuckers lose all your fucking bets anyway. No shit. Bro. No, the fuck they weren't really. That's sad. Because there's multiple pictures of them sitting next to each other on like a bed, shirtless. Fuck that, dude. Oh my god. Poor Diego. He lost everything. Including his mind. Big right hand for Brandon Moreno. Right hand for Steve, but nowhere near. Like, he's got a minute 35 to do something. You know what I mean? And like, I see a lot of people online saying it's 2-2 and all this shit. And it's like, I think you're just hoping your stupid bets get through, but no chance. Like, no chance. Like, Steve needs a finish. Dude, some of the takes I see online are just like, I want to block people. Heck, for Steve gets caught. He gets taken to the ground. Under a minute left in the fight. Moreno says, fuck it, I'll take it. He drops down and puts himself. He's going to try and use that shoulder, shuck that right leg of Steve's off, pass the side control, right? Or maybe even scramble to like mount. Steve is doing everything he can to keep that right leg in place, though. The thing is, he's running out of time, too. He needs to be scrambling to his feet or throwing up a sub or something with 30 seconds left in this fight. He might be. No, he's not even close to anything. And Moreno knows he's fine here, so he's going to put pressure on him, pressure on him. They're showing the judges on the screen right now for some reason. Santa might not find a way to fuck this up. I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying. All right. Side control from Moreno. Elbows, left hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's game. All right. I got it, Moreno, by decision, but we've seen a lot of shit happen before, so let's see what happens. As always, I mute myself when they my bad, announce the decision. I can't believe that was real, dude. OnlyFans real? That's crazy shit. To get taken advantage of that badly. Anyway, let's see how this goes. But I mean, I'm pretty sure it's UD for old Brandon Moreno. Do all these finishes on the card. We'll recap the card very quickly at the end. I won't say announce this one. This one ends, but it's been a really fun night. There we go. Found a good picture. God damn. All right, I gotta mute myself, folks. We're back. All right, folks. 49-46 on all three scorecards for Brandon Moreno. Decision victory, rather easily. There'll be people that bitch and complain about it. Fuck them. It is what it is. But let's go ahead and look at how it went tonight. We'll go over the entire card, and then we'll call it a night. And you guys can enjoy the rest of your Saturday with a tiny bit of sun. Not even sun. Never mind. Tiny bit of light outside. All right, let me get this going for y'all. Okay, let me remove that real quick. Okay. Mark Ahmed. Oh my god, let me tweet that out to make sure people know. All right. First fight of the night, Mikel Maderos with a split decision victory over Austin Hubbard. Again, Austin tried to do enough, wasn't able to. Is what it is. Jamal Emmers with a TKO victory, savage TKO victory. Then we got Miranda. After that, Rafa Garcia decision victory over Vince Pichel. Then Lupe Godinez unanimous decision victory over Julia Polastri in a great fight. People complain about women's MMA all the time, but that was a great fight. Meki Zayel Costa with decision victory over Christian Rodriguez. C-Rob really wanted to fight in Mexico. I'm sure he'll have to be on that or that I had a card. Hold on, I think they're going to talk about my hometown home. Never mind, it's Mexico City. Anyway, after that, Atiba Gaute announces he has fucking arrived to the UFC. Nasty knockout over Jose Medina. Kevin Boy has an unanimous decision over Ronaldo Rodriguez. People need to stop underestimating this cat. Kevin Borja is legit. David Martinez nasty TKO victory in his UFC debut, and he's a freaking surgeon. Raul Jr. unanimous decision victory over Vince Morales. More than likely, we've seen the last of Vince in the UFC. Edgar Chairez with a very emotional victory and submission victory over CJ Vergara. First round. Then Manuel Torres TKO victory over Drew Dober. That's going to skyrocket him up the ranking. He's going to be on that Noche UFC card guaranteed. And then Brandon Moreno might even headline the motherfucker. Especially if it's a pay-per-view, it'd have to be for a title. I don't know what's going to happen for Brandon. So there's going to be another fight probably for a title. But, dude, no one's left. Everyone's just hanging out. Anyway, so there you go, folks. All right. Other news, of course, Joe Pyfer was out. He did release a statement saying he was super sick. He doesn't want to fight outside of the U.S. anymore, which, okay. No one cares. Not because it's him, but it's just like, okay. Like, oh, fucking blaming that you had to travel for it. Come on, Doc. Of course, Chael Sonnen dropping a bomb on people saying that he's heard that there is a verbal agreement between John Jones and Tom Aspinall. Whether or not that's true, I guess we'll see. Bo Nickel just likes to get clowned and trolled, so is what it is. And that's it. So appreciate the hell out of all you guys hanging out tonight. We love the hell out of you guys. Make sure you hit subscribe. Follow us on everything at Cageside Press, at Elaw32 on Twitter for myself, at Elaw52 on Instagram. It's been a fun one with y'all folks, but I'm out of here. You guys have a good night. A lot of you guys shout out to everyone that tuned in. But others, you're dope as fuck for hanging out with me the entire main card. You are awesome. John the Affleck, who can duck better? Anyway, hey, I appreciate you. I hope we'll see you here next week for excuse me. I'm sorry about that. We don't do these for Apex cards anymore, but we will do one. Ooh, might not even for the Miami card because we'll have someone do a Miami card. We'll see. All right. I forgot to turn off that banner. 1 second. All right. For myself, the entire team over at Cageside Press, stick at CageSidePress.com for all your news. We love the hell out of you guys. Catch you guys on the next one. Good night.